Let's talk about one of the more broken missions right now in DMZ, which is the Medical Mule White Lotus faction mission. And you're definitely going to watch this guide till the end because all 3 steps of this mission seem to be pretty broken or not well explained. So I'm going to be giving you tips for all of it. And make sure to sub to the channel for more DMZ tips, tricks, and guides, #1 place for it. And check out the Discord community link down below. Trying to grow out a server where people can help each other out and also play together. So starting it off, Medical Mule has 3 steps, which step 1 is deliver 20 stims to the dumpster dead drop northeast of Sammam Cemetary. Step 2 is to deliver 10 emergency rations to the dumpster dead drop north of Sammam Cemetary. And step 3 is to extract 5 self revives. Now, one of the reasons I say this mission is super broken is because step 1 and step 2 both require you to put things at dead drops, but they technically say different dead drops. So step 1 is the stims for the dead drop northeast of the cemetery, and step 2 is the emergency rations to the dead drop north of the cemetery. So northeast and north. So technically they give you different cardinal directions for these dead drops, but it is the same dead drop that you have to put these in. Another reason I say this is broken is because I found a dead drop in the northeast part of the cemetery in the little housing area that's right to the northeast of the cemetery, and I put my stims and my rations in there to see if it would work, and it didn't work for either of them, which makes absolutely no sense because it literally says northeast for the stims. So I didn't really understand how that works. It turns out the dead drop dumpster you need is the one right outside the Said City Mall, which doesn't make any sense because I feel like it should just say the dumpster dead drop at Said City Mall, not like north or northeast of the cemetery. So it's a little odd. I don't know if this mission is wrongly worded or it's literally the wrong dead drop that they have programmed for this mission, but it is this dead drop here that you can see on screen, which is the one at the Said City Mall. You have to put both of your stims and your rations into this dead drop. When it comes to quick tips on getting stims and rations, for stims, you can load in with stims. So make sure you bring in a stim with you. You can also re-up on stims with your ammo box. So if you have an ammo box, you can re-up and get 2 stims when you use an ammo box. If you have squad mates, all of you can bring ammo boxes, and that's 6 stims right there, as well as AI will drop stims, and there usually are stims in medical cabinets if you check bathrooms. And for the emergency rations, you can find these. I've found these in multiple different places. You can find these in fridges, I think is where I mostly found them. You can also find them in shelves and food stores. You can even find, I think, like on the floor under like some furniture and couches in some buildings. So definitely check out, places where you'd expect to find food, obviously, because the rations are food. But, these, it's only 10 of them, so you should be able to get this, but it can be a little bit annoying. In step 3, this one also, huge tip for you on step 3. When extracting self revives, it does not count the one that you have equipped to your player. So if you look at your loadout, before you go into the game, if you look at your loadout, you can see at the top where you have like, kill streak, self revive, backpack, gas mask. If you have a self res that's connected to that part up there, which is on your player, so that's if you go down and you can use the self res, that one does not count as extracting a self revive. It only counts ones that are in your backpack. So if you have 2 self revives, one's equipped to your player, one's in your backpack, and you extract, it'll only count as extracting 1 self revive. My squad and I did not realize this when we were playing, so we had 1 out of 5 done. We extracted. I had 2 on me, my teammate had 2 on him. We thought that would be 4. It turns out that was only 2 because we both had a self revive equipped to our player. So if you find a self revive, you can hold tab. I don't know what the button is on controller, but you can hold your stow button and not have to equip it. So make sure you stow them in your backpack and don't equip them to your player. So when you extract, you can get these counted, and you can equip these to your player. So just in case you run into anybody, you have a self res available to use. And then when you get to the extract, as you're calling in the helicopter to come pick you up, you can drop it on the ground and then stow it in your backpack so it'll count as an extract. But obviously you will not get to keep it if it's in your backpack. It will just be taken out of your backpack, converted into XP, and count towards the mission. This is probably the longest guide I've had to do for any of these missions so far, because this one truly is confusing and a little bit broken. So make sure, if this video helped you out in any way, to drop a like and sub to the channel. This mission was one of the more frustrating ones for myself and my squad when we completed this last night. So hopefully this helped out any of you that might have been stuck. And with all that being said, like I said earlier, make sure to sub to the channel, and hopefully I will see you all in the next video.